Hey there. Hey, good evening, and welcome to Quick Bite History Live Show, where we do our best to have some fun with history. Tonight, we have three segments for our live show. First up will be a very fast paced true or false quiz to test your knowledge of ancient architecture. Next, we will bring out our robots for a challenging round of speed painting. Tonight, we present influential people through history edition, kind of second tier people, so a little harder. And finally, we'll host an open chat discussion where we preview recently published underwater chill videos. Now, if everybody will check in on chat that's around, that would be great. And I'll fire up our first segment and we'll get going here in just a sec. Here we go. So, anyway, like I said, this will go pretty quick. I'll try to keep up with the movie. And we'll see how you guys do at ancient architecture to start out the evening. Welcome to our quiz on ancient architecture, where we explore the marvels of construction and design from a civilization's long past. Each question will test your knowledge of these architectural wonders, their historical context, and ingenuity behind their creation. Let's embark on this journey through history and marvel at the enduring legacies of the ancient builders. True or false? The Great Pyramids of Giza were constructed more than 4,500 years ago as symbols of ancient Egyptians' unparalleled craftsmanship and determination, serving as tombs for pharaohs. True or false? That is indeed true. The Great Pyramids of Giza indeed were constructed more than 4,500 years ago, serve as monumental tombs for Egyptian pharaohs, showcasing their advanced engineering, architecture, and a profound understanding of mathematics. Question 2, true or false? The Colosseum, completed in 1980 AD, could hold 50,000 spectators and was used primarily for musical concerts and theatrical performances. Great question. Answer is false. The Colosseum, completed in 80 AD, not 1980, and was amphitheater that could hold 50,000 spectators, primarily used for gladiator combat and public spectacles, not musical concerts and theatrical performances. Question 3, true or false? The Pantheon, built in the 2nd century AD, showcases a monumental dome that was the largest of its kind for over a millennium and features an oculus at the center, allowing sunlight to illuminate the interior. True or false? This is true. The Pantheon's dome, indeed the largest for over 1,000 years, is celebrated for its perfect symmetry and innovative use of the oculus, a central opening that allows sunlight to stream into the temple, creating a unique and ethereal effect. This architectural feature underscores the Romans' advanced understanding of engineering and light manipulation. True or false? The Parthenon, constructed in the 5th century BC, is an iconic example of Roman architecture, celebrated for its use of Doric columns and its role as a temple dedicated to the goddess of Venus. This is, of course, false. The Parthenon, constructed in the 5th century BC, is quintessential example of Greek architecture, not Roman. It is celebrated for the columns. The distinction underscores the importance of the Parthenon as a symbol of balance, harmony, and aesthetic perfection in Greek architecture. Moving on, true or false? The city of Petra, known for its architectural carved into rose red cliffs, was home of the treasury, also known as Al-Khazne, which served primarily as a royal palace for the Nabatean kings. This is false. The treasury of Al-Khazne in Petra is famous for intricate facade carved directly into the Red Rose Cliff, but it was not primarily a royal palace. Instead, it was believed to have served as a tomb for the wealthy Nabatean, showcasing the advanced craftsmanship and architectural prowess of the Nabatean people in integrating their structures with natural landscape. True or false? The Mesopotamian ziggurats included the famous Tower of Babel, were ancient architectural structures that served as observations for studying the stars, predating even the pyramids of Egypt. Sorry, but this is false. Mesopotamian ziggurats, including structures like the ziggurat of Ur, were not observatories. They served as religious centers dedicated to worship of various gods and goddesses. Looks like I caught up. Thank goodness. Whirlwind. True or false? The Mesoamerican pyramids of Chichen Itza hang on one second here. Sorry about that. True or false? The Chichen Itza, built around 800 AD, and it's notable for its precise alignment with the equinox, demonstrating the Mayan. Okay, we're going to have to catch up. Sorry that I blew that question completely. The answer is true, and the Pyramid of Chichen Itza was built around 800 AD. There you go. It's in Yucatan. Sorry about that. I messed that question up. My phone came on automatically with my voice in delay, so that was a little awkward. The rock-hewn churches of Lalibela, Ethiopia, carved directly out of the rock in the 12th century, were designed to be invisible from a distance, serving as a defense mechanism against invaders. True or false? True! The rock-hewn churches of Lalibela are an extraordinary architectural feat of the 12th century, were indeed designed with an element of invisibility from afar, which served as a strategic defense system. This unique design approach allowed the monolithic churches carved directly from the solid rock. We're all the way up to question 9 now. True or false? The temple complex at Borobudur in Indonesia, built during the 9th century, is a colossal Buddhist temple known for its unique architecture, including 9 stacked platforms adorned with relief carvings and 72 stupas containing statues of the Buddha. I think you can tell this is true. Borobudur, built in the 9th century in Java, Indonesia, is indeed a colossal Buddhist temple. Buddhist teachings and life scenes, as well as 72 bell-shaped stupas. Each does contain a statue of Buddha. And we're finally to the last question in this whirlwind true or false quiz. Question number 10. True or false? The Great Wall of China, stretching over 13,000 miles, was built in a single effort during the Ming Dynasty to protect the empire from northern invasions. This is false. The Great Wall of China, indeed stretching over 13,000, was not built in a single effort during the Ming Dynasty, but rather constructed over several centuries and dynasties. Construction began as early as the 7th century BC and most famous sections built during the Ming Dynasty. The wall served as a defense barrier against invasions. That was quite a whirlwind. So we're going to move on now, and we're going to do a little bit better paced speed painting round. So let's pause this out and let's load up our speed painting round. Unfortunately, we have a little break here to let me get all my notes in order. Once again, this will be speed painting where you guys get to guess the characters, and this is influential people in history. So everybody should get ready and go ahead and put your answers in there, and I'll be able to follow the chat a little bit better now, with a little slower around here. So here we go. Her research laid the groundwork for our understanding of radioactivity. The first person honored with 2 Nobel Prizes in different scientific fields. She was known for her discovery of polonium and radium. This scientist shattered barriers for women in science. Who's got it? Who knows who this one is? There it is. I see the right answer on the board. You are indeed correct. There you go. A couple correct answers. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Excellent. This is indeed Marie Curie. 2 Nobel Prizes. All right, so you may know they go easy to hard. So that was the easy one. So here we go. He began the first phase of the Spanish colonialization in the Americas. He was known for his conquest of the Aztec Empire in Mexico. This Spanish conquistador's arrival in the New World led to the encounter with the Emperor Montezuma. Who knows this one? Spanish conquistador, famous for his battles with the Aztecs. No, that's... Oh, I think I see the correct answer right there. We do have a correct answer on the board. Who knows its first name? I see the last name. Hernan Cortez is indeed the right answer. Conquered the Aztecs. They get harder. His ship, the Endurance, became trapped in the ice during an Antarctic expedition. He led a crew on a daring lifeboat journey over 800 miles of the Southern Ocean. That sounds difficult. He's known for his leadership in surviving the Antarctic's harsh conditions with all his crew members. Sounds like they all survived. Anybody know this has a little bit of history? This guy actually was a knight. There's a clue. Who's got it? Who knows? Explored Antarctica. No guesses? No guesses? This is Sir Ernest Shackleton. Sir Ernest Shackleton. Now you know something. Now you learned something. All right. Her act of defiance wasn't the first of its kind, but it became the most famous. She was known as the First Lady of Civil Rights in America. Who knows? She was arrested for refusing to give up her seat on a bus to a white person, sparking the Montgomery bus boycott. I know you guys know this one. Who is this famous person, influential person in history? Close. It rhymes with that answer. You're very close. You got the first name correct. Not Rosa Clark. Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks is the correct answer. Very close. Very close. Almost got it. All right. She claimed to have received visions instructing her to support Charles VII and recover France from English domination. She led the French army to victory over the English at the Siege of Orleans at just 17 years old. She was a martyr and a saint. She was burned at the stake by the English and later canonized by the Catholic Church. There we go. I already see the correct answer up there. Very good. And if you didn't know this one before, you're going to know it now, right? She was quite the warrior at 17 years old. That is correct. This is Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc. A saint. All right, moving on. Let's do a hard one. I had actually never heard of this guy before I put this together today, so there you go. His discovery came from an accidental contaminated petri dish. He identified the world's first antibiotic, which he called penicillin. Who discovered penicillin? This Scottish scientist's breakthrough has saved millions of lives by treating bacterial infections. Who knows this guy's name? I bet you could use your little electronic assistant to help you with this one. Who is this that discovered penicillin? No. Good guess. I'd say that's a good guess. Again, I didn't actually know this before I put this together today, so there might be. This is kind of that second tier that I was talking about. There you go. I see the correct answer. Did you Google it? Did you Google it to get that, or did you? That's right, Alexander Fleming. Alexander Fleming. Learn something every day. All right, here we go. This guy was fluent in over 40 languages. He infiltrated the city of Mecca in disguise. That sounds sneaky. His translations of Eastern classics, including the Arabian Nights, introduced them to the Western world. He was an explorer and a scholar. His search for the source of the Nile River remains legendary. Anybody remember any of these stories from history? Oh yeah, you would have learned that in nursing school, Anna. That's true. Makes sense. But how about this guy? Famous explorer, North Africa. Search for the Nile, Arabian Nights. Got the same name as a famous actor. Richard Francis Burton is the correct answer. Richard Francis Burton. All right, moving on. This guy initially focused on art and music before turning his genius to science. He developed over 300 products from peanuts, sweet potatoes, and soybeans. This scientist revolutionized agriculture in the American South, promoting crop rotation and sustainable farming. Who knows? Famous gentleman from the South. Did a little bit of stuff with cotton. Invented a lot of products from peanuts, sweet potatoes, and soybeans. Hi, what's going on? Who knows this one? This is George Washington Carver. Of course. All right, here's a hard one. His treasure ships were the largest maritime vessels in the world at the time. This Ming Dynasty admiral led expeditions that reached as far as Africa. A Chinese explorer, he commanded 7 naval expeditions to Southeast Asia, South Asia, the Middle East, and Eastern Africa. Who knows who this explorer is? I think you'd probably have to look this one up. Famous Chinese explorer. Largest maritime vessels. Chinese had the largest ships at that time. Pretty cool. You can see one in the background of that painting there. Anybody know this? No? Oh, you'll know it now. This guy's name is Zheng He. Zheng He. Famous Chinese explorer. All right. Let's come back to America. Before becoming a Hollywood star, she was an inventor. She co-invented a frequency hopping technology to help Allied submarines elude detection. She was known both for her film career and her pioneering work in developing the technology that would one day form the basis for Wi-Fi and GPS. How about that? Yes, we have a correct answer on the board. Somebody knew that one. Very good. Famous Hollywood actress. Lots of movies. And a famous inventor. Everybody got it? This is Hedy Lamarr. I don't know if that was her real name. Anybody know? Was that the actual real name? Hedy Lamarr? Interesting. All right, this gentleman dreamed of providing free energy to the world. He developed the alternating current electrical system, which is still the global standard today. This inventor and engineer is best known for his contributions to the development of the modern AC electrical supply system. I know you guys know this one. Very influential person. I have a long form video on this channel. There we go. I see the correct answer. You're doing very well. Irish Zen. Everybody know it? Everybody got it? Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla is the correct answer. All right, let's jump around the world at a different time. She often depicted herself in the pharaonic beard and male attire. Her reign was noted for trade expeditions and monumental building projects. The second historically confirmed female pharaoh of ancient Egypt. Her temple of Deir el-Bahri is one of the architectural wonders of ancient Egypt. It is a cool building. I've seen it. Not in person. I like it. It is. You're right again. We have an expert. We have an expert in the room. That is indeed correct. Everybody got it? I've done several videos on Hatshepsut. Everybody can say that? Hatshepsut. Once you can say it, then you have to learn how to spell it. This gentleman advocated for the rights of Black Americans with a more militant approach than his civil rights counterparts. He changed his surname to X to signify the loss of African heritage, not to be confused with the Twitter. He was a prominent figure in the Nation of Islam, and he spoke out against racism and for the empowerment of African American communities. That is indeed correct. We got it. Oh, everybody's got it. Good job, everybody. Did nice. Pretty good painting, actually. Oh, not bad. The art's getting better. The robots are doing good. That was number 13, incidentally, out of 20. So we're moving on to number 14. So not too many more to go. Malcolm X. This gal led a fierce uprising against the Roman Empire in the occupation of Britain. She was queen of the Iceni tribe, who united several British tribes in the revolt against Roman rule. She was also known for her fiery red hair and relentless drive. This warrior queen's legend has endured in British history. I see the correct answer again. That's right. I think these clues kind of give it away, but that's all right. That's part of the game. Everybody know it? Everybody got it? Or is it anybody heard of this gal before? When I first started the channel, about 7 months ago, I hadn't heard of this gal before, but I've done several videos on her now. This is Boudica, Queen of the Iceni. All right, this guy is known as a El Liberator for his roles in Latin American countries. He's very famous in South America. He played a leading role in the independence of several South American countries from Spanish rule. This military and political leader envisioned and fought for a unified Latin America. Now, I didn't know that. He was actually trying to unify. That is, I see the correct answer again. All right, you guys are good tonight. You guys are on top of it. You don't need all the brush strokes. El Libertador. El Libertador. That's what it is. El Libertador. This is Simon Bolivar or Simon Bolivar. All right, this one's a little harder. I'm going to go with the clues a little more slowly here. I'll try to let the painting find it for a second. This gentleman developed an early concept of modern computer and artificial intelligence. Our robots would be interested in that. His work on decrypting German messages during World War II saved countless lives. He was known as the father of theoretical computer science and artificial intelligence. He was persecuted for his homosexuality. I think there was a movie about him recently. That is indeed correct. I see the correct answer one time so far. This is Alan Turing. Turing machine. All right. The first American woman in space also helped develop the shuttle's robotic arm. A physicist and an astronaut, she inspired generations of girls to pursue science and engineering. She flew on the Space Shuttle Challenger and became the youngest American astronaut in space at the time. Who knows? Who knows who this is? I don't have any more clues. I see the correct answer. Very good. That is correct. This is indeed Sally Ride, famous female astronaut. Have a cool picture. All right, we only got three more. Here we go. This next one's a little bit easy. Let it go a little. This guy started as a minor tribal leader, but became one of the world's most powerful military leaders. He founded the Mongol Empire, which became the largest contiguous empire in history after his death. He was known for his military genius and a code of laws that governed his vast empire. And he's riding a horse. Cavalry was famous. That is correct. We have the correct answer on the board. This is supposed to be tier 2 guys. I consider him a tier 1 guy. I don't know about you guys. This next one's going to be a little trickier. That's correct. Genghis Khan. Mongolian. Next up, her art vividly depicted her pain and passion through surreal and symbolic self-portraits. She was married to artist Diego Rivera. Her tumultuous relationship and vibrant Mexican culture influenced her work. She was a Mexican artist known for her unique painting style and exploration of identity, post-colonialism, gender, class, and race in the Mexican society. Sounds like a complex painting. I do really like the painting style. Yes. Yes. You even spelled it right. That's correct. Frida Kahlo. I don't know if I pronounced that correct. Okay, last one. Here we go. His initial voyage to India was one of the defining moments of the Age of Discovery. The first European to reach India by sea, linking Europe and Asia via the ocean. This Portuguese explorer, successful sea voyage to India, opened up the sea route for trade with the East, including spices and other goods. Who knows this one? Portuguese. Voyage to India. Not Magellan. Magellan wasn't he the first one to go all the way around the world? I think so. Not sure. But this is not him. Not Christopher Columbus. Although it kind of looks like him. This is Vasco da Gama. Vasco da Gama. Hey, well, that was kind of fun. You guys did very well that time. All right, let's move on to our third segment. Give me 1 second. And here we go. Now this last one is an example of one of my I call it chill tapes. It's just soothing music to cool pictures. This one happens to be underwater scenes. And so what I figured I'd do is I would just follow the chat. And so if anybody wants to stick around and do any chatting about anything at all, it's fine. If you're interested in talking about YouTube or AI videos or anything like that, that's fine too. But I'll hang out as long as anybody else does. And when everybody's gone, we'll call it an evening. So thank you very much for watching this, and feel free to stick around and let's chat. So I'll watch for the chat and see if anybody has any questions or anything. Be glad to answer questions about anything. So Vasco da Gama. Learn something every day. I can tell you a little bit about some of my upcoming videos that I'm working on. I'm trying to work on a bunch of ones at one time. I like to jump from thing to thing, but one I just started on, a long form video on the mystery of the American chestnut. You know, all those chestnut trees disappeared all of a sudden, and they really haven't come back yet. So that's kind of an interesting subject. I like to do kind of mystery kinds of things. I also have one that is mysteries of ancient ruins and kind of historical places, and that's 20 items. I also have my series on pre-Columbian North America, so all the way from when they came over the Bering Strait, all the way up until Columbus came. I just started the Vitruvius series, which is the Roman architect, and so there's a 10-part series on that. I have the mysteries of the Olmecs. Everybody likes Olmecs, so we're doing that. So I've got all those things going, and then you'll be seeing those coming out very soon. Well, anyway, thank you guys. Appreciate it. you get a chance, you should check out my playlist, my chill list. There's like five or six longer form videos. You can just relax, go to sleep, work. This is my most recent one, and I really like this. Good night, everybody. Thanks for showing up.